All right, y'all. So our girl Doechii is British Vogue's August 2025 cover star, and in this cover feature that she's doing, they're talking a lot about her career and just fame in general and where she's been, where she's going. But they bring up, or she brings up, a pretty interesting topic. So throughout the interview, they're interviewing her while she's rehearsing for a performance, and while rehearsing, she's just reflecting, and she says, "We don't really have a superstar of this generation just yet because there hasn't been enough time. When I look at pop culture right now, I'm just trying to figure out, okay, what does a Doechii superstar look like? What does it take to make that? I have no clue. I'm still figuring that out." And then she goes back to rehearsal. But it made people start having a conversation about what is a superstar. And people, I just said in the room, I feel like Doechii is a superstar. But when you have a conversation
Doechie's
about...
not a superstar yet. No. She's a star on the rise.
Yeah, she's a star, not a superstar.
She's a star. She's not a superstar.
When I think of superstar, I think of Beyonce. I think of Michael Jackson. I think of artists on that level. Taylor Swift. Artists on that level.
I can agree with that. I think for me, I like Doechii's vulnerability. They went back to her BET Awards acceptance speech. They talk about her Grammy acceptance speech when she's talking to the young girls and telling them anything is possible. But at BET, remember, she says that it wasn't planned. They were just live. And she talks about this in an article. She was on the red carpet and saw the protest and decided to get up there and call out the administration and all these things. And, she has these vlogs that you can clearly watch. She talks about in Vogue that she chose not to take them down because people need to see her at her lowest moments. And they compared those speeches to like the Andre 3000 Source Awards 95 moment where he was talking about the South has something to say.
What the heck? That's two totally different things. Like Andre 3000 was talking about rap music and talking about the South has something to say in hip hop. What the hell that got to do with social issues?
I think the reason
I would compare what Doechii did to Kanye when he said George Bush don't care about black people or something like that. Like I would compare it to something like that. That she was discussing a social issue, not something that was going on in music.
Well, the reason why I think they compared the two was just because they're talking about...
they're retarded. Listen, let me tell you something.
You're not supposed to use that word.
I'm not a superstar. I can't say that.
I'm not a superstar.
But listen, it is a very interesting conversation. What I would ask Doechii is, though, when she says generation, what generation is she talking about? Because there are still superstars, but a lot of them are grandfathered in from an era where the superstar was very definable. Okay,
it was a different time.
That's because celebrity was different.
Right.
Celebrity wasn't as accessible. Not to mention the barrier of entry to be a celebrity was way difficult. Like you actually had to have a unique talent or skill set to get on TV, to get in film, to get a record deal. Nowadays, because of social media, anybody can have some sort of relevancy.
Yeah, overnight success. But let me ask you a question. Would you consider Nicki Minaj a superstar? Yes.
I would, yes.
Cardi B, superstar? Yes.
Yes.
Drake, a superstar? Yes.
Kendrick Lamar, superstar. SZA, superstar. Yes. Gracie Abrams,
I have
superstar.
a question then, right? Because all the people you guys just named, Cardi B in particular, started on social media where she was very consistent, she was accessible, but now she's kind of went to that point where
She's
it is superstar.
also been around for almost a decade.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so time is it. So outside of time, though, because Doechii is literally saying she's trying to figure out what takes her to that point. What is it, though? Because there's a lot of people who are big and relevant and have been around, but they're not superstars. So what's the...
I think, yes, because it's always been like that. You have stars, then you have superstars. Michael Jackson was a different type of superstar.
Correct.
Prince was a different type of superstar. Beyonce is a different type of superstar. But then you have stars underneath that. Why do we act like we don't have opening acts for a reason?
I don't.
Why do we act like we don't have headliners for a reason?
I don't know.
And also, that's what defines, a superstar to me in a lot of ways. Like, can you pack an arena? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Can you be in a movie and it go #1 at the box office?
Yeah.
That weekend.
Yeah.
So what I would tell Doechii is just keep working.
Right.
Just keep working and have an air of mystery about you. You know what I mean? Because I believe that since all of us...
I think she has that already.
To a certain extent, but I believe that since all of us share the same space as far as these social platforms, everybody thinks they're a star in their own mind, so they don't necessarily look at people as superstars or even stars. And, a lot of these superstars move very regular.
True. I know we've been talking about the clips this morning because they're here on the show this morning. Point of View, that was one of their biggest things in that song. We talked about that too. Them just talking about how like industry is different and people are popcorn. There's a microwave situation happening right now when it comes to talent.
Yeah,
people are chasing trends.
Yes.
60-day stars. That's what you say?
Yeah,
the 5,500 for the
walkthrough. Yeah.
It's a lot of money. I ain't nothing.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's Loren LoRosa letting you know that when it comes to accident or injury cases, Top Dog Law is a name that you should know. Whether it's a car wreck, slip and fall, construction site injury, don't play games with your future. Top Dog Law doesn't settle for those lowball answers. They get you top dollar, period. The call is completely free and you don't pay unless you win. So call Top Dog Law today or hit them up on Instagram at Top Dog Law or visit topdoglaw.com. These are real cases. You get real results. Top Dog gets it done. Well, in other news, as we wrap up this hour, speaking of music and stars, Justin Bieber dropped new music today. He has an album out called Sweat. I was going to ask y'all think Justin Bieber is a superstar?
Hands down, he's a superstar.
I don't care how raggy y'all think he'd be looking on social media. That man is a superstar.
Yes, he is.
Yes. So people are excited about that because it has been some time since Justin Bieber dropped. I took a listen to the music this morning. It's good. It's Justin Bieber. But there was a report that TMZ did an exclusive of Justin Bieber. It's finally settled with his at one point manager, Scooter Braun. So for those of you guys who don't know, Scooter Braun and Justin Bieber have been going back and forth behind the scenes.
Well, Scooter Braun and Usher founded Justin Bieber.
Yes.
And it was signed to him. So go ahead.
Yes, and Scooter Braun is a guy. He has Tori Kelly. He's worked with a lot of different people. Little John. But so sources with direct knowledge are telling TMZ that Justin and Scooter Braun settled on a lot of money that they're alleging that Justin Bieber owed Scooter Braun. They're told that Justin Bieber has to cough up $26 million as a part of an advancement he got for his Justice Tour. Now, this is a thing because there's been a lot of rumors around why people think Justin Bieber has been having all these issues, quote unquote, that we've been seeing when he went off on the media or whatever, and people have been saying it's because of money. So now we have this story about the money that he's going to have to pay out. Now TMZ,
those are superstar problems,
right?
27
very
million
much so,
dollars.
very much so. And I want to mention too, on Justin Bieber's new album, he uses that moment where he runs into the media in a skit that he does with Drewski. It's called "Standing on Business," and I thought that was really smart as well too.
Now, this was a surprise album, or did people know this album was coming out?
No, I mean we knew but it wasn't there's been no rollout or anything. It was just announced and then it came. But there have been rumors that he was working on music.
Gotcha.
Yes. But yes. So yeah, superstar problem, Justin Bieber. But apparently him and Scooter Braun are figuring this out.
But he's not Doechii's generation though.
No. No.
So that's the only thing I would say.
But what is
just
Doechii's
going back to that, what is Doechii's generation? Because she probably could be right about that. But then even in this generation, superstar looks different. You know, it just looks different. Star looks different. Kai Cenat's one of the Kai Cenat.
He's a superstar.
I keep saying my God, I think Kai is a superstar.
He's one of the biggest stars out there.
He's a superstar, absolutely, hands down.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, the guy caused the riot in Times Square.
Yes.
I mean, not Times Square, but in New York somewhere. You know
Bryant
what I mean?
Park,
How many? When you see a person show up and cause a riot, that's superstar status.
Yes, I agree.
You know.
All right. Well, that is the latest with Loren. And don't forget on Friday.
So maybe it's no superstar singers or artists of this generation.
There's pop artists. I take my daughters to see them all the time. I just don't know their name.
Yes, Gracie Abrams.
What's the other girl with the cowboy hats?
Rodrigo.
Yeah, that's her.
Are they Doechii's generation? I don't know.
I don't know either.
No, I think Olivia Rodrigo. Those are before Doechii.
I don't remember.
I don't know. All right, well,
I'm 47, guys.
It's Friday.
My feet hurt.
So Charlamagne,
my feet hurt. I gotta soak them.
He allows you guys to do Donkey of the Day. So if you want to give somebody Donkey of the Day, 800-585-1051. It could be whoever you want. He just wants you to say their name. That's simple.
Yeah, call up 1-800-585-1051.
Why you look like that?
Cause that little COVID cough you did. You
tried to keep it on the low too.
Yeah. You've been doing that all morning, fighting that little cough. I don't like when people fight their cough.
That's a lie. I have not been in here fighting no cough all morning. We got to wrap up, Red, but I've been fighting a cough.
Coughing.
What's going on?
Oh, my goodness.
We got to wrap up. Y'all up here lying. That is not superstar behavior.
And Clips will be joining us a little bit. We're going to get into a Clips joint off the album. It's called Chains and Whips featuring Kendrick Lamar. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.